want to listen to what they're saying, take you and Big Mouth, go out the damn door, and then do that.
A lot of people talking, and I'm telling you this. Hey guys, Jesus Christ, people, please.
I'll give it away for free.
I'll look into what
I'll give it away for free.
Any other motion or any other board discussion? Any other topic? I'm going to start working with the attorney. That's a cost to the association to see how and what we can do with the 18 months to use that in relief of the homeowners. Dorothy pointed out that is a homeowner vote once we change it. I'm just approving the amount of money or the approval of the board so I can start that process so we can come to you guys with the vote and have a finalized idea.
Oh my God. No.
We lose that money.
No.
We lose that money.
I'm voting to allow me to work.
So you have to look at the past to be able to move forward, you know?
It's obvious that they don't know what they're doing. It's obvious.
They don't know what's going on.
Why would he come in here talking about cable?
So,
We finna get the take the cable with me?
I'll give you a good deal. All right? I'll give you a real good deal.
guys.
You know anybody trying to buy a unit? Let me know. 40,000.
I don't want to come into your bank accounts and take your money.
That's what you're
But
doing,
the
bro.
life,
I think we're cooked.
then
I think we're cooked.
it delays everything.
They're just blowing smoke right now. If anything, we pay that money and everybody else can't pay it, we lose our money.
Yeah, exactly.
So no matter what, we're cooked.
Yes.
We gotta figure out a different option.
Guys, hey.
Why is Sherman Associates still handling our stuff?
That's not true, man. That's not how accounting works.
They have our accounts. They have access. They can see all of our information.
If you don't send the receivables and the payables to the people, they don't know.
It goes to them.
For a later report, they have to get information.
They're the one who collect
So if they don't get it,
No, but what he's saying is that they don't have all the information. He's saying that they didn't send all the information to Judah. That's why.
Everything is sent.
Judah, everything goes to Judah. Nothing comes here.
They track
They have all the information.
That's not what they said.
That's what they're telling you.
Oh, what the hell? 100. Let's do 100,000. I got 30 years for those loans. So I'm gonna work like a slave. So I'm gonna work like a slave for 30 years to pay this loan. Before I go homeless, y'all. Don't say I never told y'all so.
Everybody think about this.
Oh my God.
When we have the people in our HOA, when anyone stop paying, our debits go high for some service that is not providing any service for that unit.
What is she talking
Today,
about?
we have about 15 units for sale or for rent that is not using this service.
So cancel
The
it.
simple one that has benefits with any cable contract is the provider. We have, because it doesn't matter who is using or not, we have to pay them.
True.
Not for empty units.
If
You gotta pay for empty units?
leave
The cable is for everybody, even if you don't use it. So that's why
So
we
that's
should
what I'm saying.
cancel.
Cancel it.
It's not making any money.
Exactly. So cancel.
We are paying
Exactly.
I mean, that's
for everything.
everything.
But
Oh my God.
why do you keep going up and up and up in service that we as an individual didn't make
Exactly. So cancel. Cancel it. Because look, our HOA is gonna drop by $60, which is good.
Yeah, but it's not gonna reflect our monthly fee, granted.
Why is that?
Trust me, they will not drop your HOA fee because they took cable away.
They have to.
No, they don't. These people, no,
Why? We're taking away a service. Why are we paying for the service that we're taking
trust me.
away?
Ask them. They won't.
Bro, hold on a second, bro. I'm about to become a lawyer today. No, this is the real deal.
It's not a real deal. It's nothing confirmed yet.
Because he needs like, it's about to be confirmed.
There we go. Remember I said
They have really great reviews. I've called other associations, I've talked to other presidents. It's been reliable, it's been good. if that was a concern, like I personally
He
hate
said,
guys, to bring it back, to answer your question as simply as possible, is just because we don't like the rule doesn't mean we can change it. You have to pay attention to the bylaws, you have to pay attention to the documents. Otherwise,
why somebody tell me that?
ourselves in
You
more
know what I'm
lawsuits. So again, it is not just, oh, I don't like this rule, let's change it. No, you have to do the due diligence and look at all of it. So again, I'm gonna ask one more time, the way that the committee is going to work, the committee will meet, board members are welcome to be on the committee, board members are welcome to be involved. The committee will work is they will report to the board. You guys will have to get these documents, you will have to go through them, decide which ones you like, don't like, and then we will go from there. I can't promise anything. We have to make sure it's legal. We have to make sure it's right. It is not a quick and easy, you're just mad one day you want to change the rules. There is a very long process to this. So again, I'm going to ask for volunteers that want to be on part of this committee. The committee will meet, we will discuss, we will talk about the different rules and regulations and the bylaws.
I think everyone should get a copy.
I have a point of clarification.
I think he wants to be part of the committee.
Yes.
No, at least I can say, look, I like this, I like that.
Right, exactly.
Then the next person.
What is the cost that is involved? That's the first question.
Yes.
And the second one is, you're saying that there's no rule or regulation that can be created that would contradict the bylaws. But the bylaws can also be changed with a vote.
Correct.
So if the committee feels strongly about a rule or a regulation that is contradictory with the bylaw, can we also look into changing that bylaw so we can change the regulation?
So that was a great segue into what I was just discussing on how you can't just look at the rules and regulations, because you're correct. When I say costly, I'm not going to do anything without the attorney's reviews. That's just common sense. So the attorney has to be involved. Now, they do not have to be at every meeting. They don't have to be in every rule. There's going to be rules that this committee puts together that the board is just going to say absolutely not. There's going to be rules that the committee puts together that the board is going to be like, oh, that's fantastic. There's going to be rules that contradict our bylaws, to which our bylaws would have to be changed. To change a bylaw, you have to mail it out. It has to be a homeowner vote. That is not cheap. That's an expensive mailing. The attorney has to put together the amendments. Once the committee's formed, we will meet. I will discuss further with you guys at $30,000.
What the hell? What? 30? That's it? Let's do 100. Let's do 100,000. 30 is too low. 30 is too low. Yeah, 30 is too low for me. I'll do 100.
Now, please,
I'll do 100K.
Understand this work has to get done.
30.
Period.
And how are we going to pay?
That's it? Yeah. 30K.
I can't hear what you said.
30? You want 30K?
Thank you. It's $50.
What was the next year's assessment? 50. Okay.
Why do you think you buy it?
Your word that we are only paying for what we have to pay for the 40-year review, not anything extra, because we're hurting. And what happens if people can't pay and then they sell, or they can't pay and we foreclose, but we can't sell because we've got the reputation that no one wants to move here. Wait, okay, so when we go bankrupt, then we lose everything.
We're already there.
So I need you to be a little bit more specific when you say we're not doing anything, because like I said, unfortunately you might think tree removal is not important.
It is important.
Okay. So I'm not going to build a bronze statue of myself out in front of the
Put that number up a little bit. Don't be shy.
Yes.
Facts.
Correct. So again, that was not me. I was not around for that.
The blame game.
We will, you guys will get information. As you can tell, I have no problem sharing information with you guys. I have no problem having meetings with you guys to discuss these things. We already hired an engineer to take care of the 40-year inspection, guys.
I can't hear.
The loan is too high, right?
Yes.
Right.
If it's too high for you, why would I take it as a community and you still won't be able to pay? You're gonna leave me to pay your loan.
Because it's gonna take more than 12 months. When we take to the community, it's gonna be more than 12
12 months.
You can get a home equity.
The home
for
equity
like
is
10
30
years,
years.
20 years.
30 years? I'm gonna be dead by then. You 30 years? I got 30 years for those loans? So I'm gonna work like a slave. So let me get, I'm gonna work like a slave for 30 years to pay this loan?
Guys, calm down.
I'm gonna work 30 years as a slave to pay this loan.
So I understand everybody's gonna say this is too high. Please remember, I moved in here a year ago.
Oh God.
I do not want to spend $25,000 when I've only been here for 12 months.
Thank you.
Oh
And
God
how
bless
happy
you.
are you to be paying 25? Exactly. So that's the. So this
So
is
I'm
a
supposed to pay
30-year
30-year
Should have
loan
been saved for 30 years. The
for
homeowners,
this.
the membership,
Not for my
elected
mortgage.
to waive reserves for 30 years. That's what happened. That is fact.
Oh my God.
Again, I'm just telling you guys how it is. It is high, but we have to have roofs. Our insurance is going to keep going up, up, and up, and up. We have to have pavers, the pavement done, or else insurance is already threatening us with that. If you look out there, there's roots growing through the pavement.
That's your
This
fault.
stuff has to get done. My goal is not
How's
to
that our
spend
fault when we pay
all
our
of
maintenance?
money,
I don't care.
but I
How's
don't
that
know
our
what
fault?
else we're gonna do. We have to. None of this is beautification. None of this is
The painting is not
trying to
beautification?
make something look nicer for no reason. This is stuff that has to
Painting
get done
buildings
that
is not
would be
beautification?
mandated. She was in the back.
Can we raise that?
Guys, hey.
I just want to clarify, because a few of you-
No, you know what? That was too low.
That if you can't afford the assessment, then you can't afford the loan. But my question was, if we got a loan, if we could get a 5-year, could we get a longer term loan which would spread out the payments and then we'd be able to afford the payments?
Yes.
So it's
So-
not a question, I mean, I'm sure some people would still default because some people always do.
But that's all, yeah, correct. So
Right.
that's a problem, and you're 100% right. The negative is it's a community loan at that point, so everybody on the community is responsible for it. That is a negative. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna say that. That doesn't mean it's bad or it's good or indifferent. That's
I
a
really
huge
should have just
negative.
bought a house. That's what I said we did.
If you go and get your own loan, then you qualify for the loan, you get the loan, you get the home equity, like he said. The bank mails us a $25,000 check, we're good. So if you default, that mortgage goes after you instead of us having to worry about it. That's a benefit in that situation.
In that respect,
Correct.
yes.
The other negative is if we take a community loan,
Oh my God.
you guys are happy to be saving the $57 a month if we get rid of cable. If we take a community loan,
We're gonna be a lot more.
our maintenance fee is going to skyrocket, which then affects the
You know
escrow, which then affects the sales price, which then affects how everybody feels. And I'm sure a lot of you guys think we're paying a lot in maintenance and we're not getting a lot back, correct?
Exactly.
All right, well, we're paying $700,000 in insurance. If you look over the last 5 years, which I've done, and at the last meeting, I showed it, I laid it out to you guys.
You know what?
We have been cutting services
I
for
think
the
we need to
last 5
raise
years,
everything.
and our insurance is going up the last
Right.
3 years, which is
Just
why
raise special
our
assessment.
fees feel like there's so much, even though we're not
Raise their
getting
blood
anything,
pressure.
because we keep cutting services to pay for insurance. So again, I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to hold your hand.
Thank you.
I'm not here to lie to you guys or hide it from you guys.
God.
This stuff has to get done. One way we do it, everybody pays in full, you're on your own. Maybe we can get an association loan, but what happens if we can't? Then we push this, which is unfortunately what happened last year. They almost got a loan. Unfortunately, it fell through. And they kept trying to get the loan. They went to Judah. And then Judah screwed it up. Plain and simple. And now we can't get a loan now. So now even if we started the loan process, if it takes 2 to 3 more months, we're not looking until May, June, July until we can start looking at loans.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. If you could, we're trapped. There's no billing. Nobody's gonna buy this place. Ain't nobody gonna buy this place. Trust me. Nobody's gonna buy here. Trust me. We had someone try to sell their unit, got turned down 5 times. They turned them down 5 times.
You yourself a sugar mom.
Which means, more likely than not, a lot of people here are not
6
going to be able
figures.
to get home equity line.
Now it's you
Not for $30,000, maybe
Basically,
$5,000.
Trust me. It's our money.
if you, I'm just going to use round numbers because I teach 3rd grade. If you're trying to get 100 people to give $20,000, And as much as you try, you can only get 10. Clearly, the project is not gonna take place. So what's gonna happen to the community then? I'm just thinking that it's going to get, I'm thinking honestly.
Let the city take, the city's gonna take over.
Honestly, I hate to say that, I don't want to put my mouth on it, but we are going down the same road that Bramblewood East is.
Yep.
And it's not getting any better. So if we are in a situation in which we have, even as you're saying, we have a lot of people who are delinquent. Clearly those people are probably not going to be able to get $20,000 to $30,000. We have people on fixed incomes that are not going to be able to have $20,000 or $30,000. So we're probably not going to have a lot of people that are going to come up with $20,000 or $30,000.
That's facts.
So
I'm one of them. I don't got 30. I got 130. That's facts.
The money. Okay, so what is the solution then? What do you mean?
That's what I'm asking you, because again, I can understand, again, like I said, my question is twofold. Those ones that can pay, and they pay it, but then there's not enough people to pay, what's gonna happen to those people's money that did pay?
This is gonna blow up right here, yo. Yo,
she's gonna blow up.
Before I go homeless, y'all,
I bless you.
don't say I never told y'all so.
You painted a very realistic picture of the situation we're in. We got stuff that needs to be fixed, but we don't have the money to do it. But it still needs to be fixed, even though we don't have the money to do it.
True.
So,
The city's gonna foreclose
if we have to do it,
everything.
but we don't have the money to do it, it's not gonna be done.
Yep.
So what's gonna happen to the local market?
Yep. She's right.
You want to try it?
Yeah, the thing is, like, Michael was discussing with me two options. The one option he's talking about is like doing the whole assessment at one time.
Oh my
to do
God,
everything.
that's a bad idea.
The other option was to do like the roof at one time and then.
Yes. God,
Another thing is, if the community in whole doesn't pay, the government gonna say that
foreclose everything,
and we're gonna get kicked out.
Yeah.
We lose all our equity, all our property.
And that's terrible.
But that's why.
We're gonna lose our properties.
But that's why we're discussing with everybody here today, because we want to hear everybody's opinion. Me and him, we talk a lot, we send each other emails, and we discuss stuff, but he want to know the community idea. And your idea is great. Like, we can do the roof at the beginning, and we're going to have a couple years of assessment. What Michael is trying to do to save the community from a lot of assessment, when we do the whole one time, it's going to be cheaper.
I don't know about cheaper because there's only so much, but there's only so much you can do in 1 year. You can't do everything in 1 year.
So what he's saying is
You can't. There's no way. So I pay for it in 1 year.
Year by year by year. It's going to
Tell me, girl.
It should have to be done, a new loan.
I can't hear you.
Say again?
New initiative guidance, a new person handling the asking for the new loan. They should reconsider, shouldn't they?
That's the goal.
Yes.
I can't promise it though.
No, I know that.
The thing is,
At least we
again,
try.
I can't guarantee. If I could sit up here and guarantee we can do the loan, it'd be different. But unfortunately, at this point, I can't. And again, it's a very frustrating point to be in. And I understand. I feel everybody's saying this is not fun. Nobody wants this. But unfortunately, it does have to. It has to get done. We can't keep kicking this down. Our insurance is only going to become more and more astronomical. We're already paying over $700,000, guys.
And the problem is
what? We don't know where the money is going because we don't have financial reports. So
That's old news. We've already discussed that. We've already talked about it. We get the financial report. That doesn't affect our bottom line.
She said for what?
It's going to insurance. It's going to.
No, we don't see the financial.
if it's already on, I don't see insurance.
I understand.
because of something else.
No, call the city.
Hey, guys.
I know what I need to do.
We haven't been with them long enough because they didn't receive all the information. So Judah will not have all the miraculous answers. It happened prior to the money to true up happened before we went to Judah. So
to blame Judah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm blaming Judah.
Nah.
They have access to all of
Nah,
our
there's no
accounts.
way.
They can go back.
Bro, we've been having these issues way before Judah.
I know how to. They can put books back.
It's just a blame game, right?
They would not certify.
We're gonna take a seat.
Because they did not
You wanna sit
receive
down?
all the information. That says it right
You
here.
wanna sit down with
I understand. I
They
understand your
happened
point.
prior to that,
They-
and I'll tell you, I don't understand why they pulled all the rocks off and all the aesthetics, I think that's where people are getting a little more upset. Because a roof probably is more important than the aesthetics of rocks or
And I
stuff.
can't speak to that. I understand.
It's
Yeah.
structural.
I
Just for everyone in this room, because it is an ugly mess. Her point is great, okay, people can't pay, what happens to the people that can pay?
People have to, unfortunately, yeah, but that's the case with our regular assessments.
Bro.
Like I said, if we pass a community law.
Bro, if we
our
paid
fees are gonna
assessment
go up very
and everybody else
high.
can't pay,
Then
bro, guess
all you
what?
guys are gonna be here saying our fees are so high, our fees
Bro,
are so
I already know,
high.
look, I already know what I need to
Not
do.
raising fees, we're gonna lower services,
I'm calling
lower
City of
services,
Market.
lower services.
I'm calling the police officer, you got my back.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you because.
I wanna know if they could raise that assessment up. Is that possible?
Judah was given enough, they have access to our bank accounts.
Come on,
If you have
guys.
access to our bank accounts, you can make and create and go back and recreate all the documents. I believe that you believe that. I really do. But Judah, I understand.
That's not true.
Oh, I understand what you're saying, but Judah is,
They're not 100%
it
responsible.
doesn't make sense that Judah has our bank accounts and they can't create financials.
They
It
can't.
does not make sense.
They cannot. If they have not received the ledger from here, they have no information.
They receive what they need.
They said they did not.
No.
They received.
Okay, and I say they did. So I'm not doing the he said, she said. They could have done better than they, there's no reason for them to be behind.
No.
I understand what you're saying. For them to be able to make a financial, they can make every financial. If they never make.
That's not true, man. That's not how accounting works.
They have our accounts. They have access. They can see all of our information.
If you don't send the receivables and the payables to the people, they don't know.
It goes to them.
To formulate a report, they have to get information.
They're the one who collect the money, so they
So
can-
if they don't get it,
No, but what he's saying is that they don't have all the information. He's saying that they
They
didn't
should,
send,
because the
they didn't
money's-
send all the
We do
information
not
to
send
Judah.
them
That's
anything.
why.
Everything is sent.
Judah, everything goes to
You
Judah.
don't
Nothing
pay
comes
us,
here.
pay to them. They track
They have all the
us.
information.
For them to
That's
be
not what
able
they
to
said.
make a financial,
They're
which
not, that's what
did
they're telling you.
until
They have accounting.
That
They
means
have
they
all
So
the
they're scamming. Somebody's scamming.
generated it right
Somebody's
after.
scamming. Somebody's scamming. Yeah, somebody's scamming.
Yeah, but everybody paying Judah. So Judah should have all the records right there.
We just went to the news.
Judah should have all the records.
Like I said, somebody is doing the scamming.
Well, it should be them because they don't handle the money. The money goes right back to
Before
Judah.
the end of this month, hopefully.
Whether it's
very soon.
big or small.
Like I said, they just started responding to us. So I understand that you guys, I understand. If you talk to any association accountants, this is unheard of. Because I've asked them, it doesn't make sense. The moment they have our accounts, they see what we're paying and what we're not, where it's going, where it isn't. They can create, they can go back. And they wouldn't have, if that's the case, they wouldn't have made any financials. That's what I'm trying to, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Why, if you know the product is whatever you're saying, why would you submit anything? Doesn't make sense. If they had never submitted a financial, never made one, I would agree with you. The moment they made one, how come you can make that? You can't keep making it. Cool. Then how come they didn't keep putting that disclaimer in every month?
Y'all hiring the wrong people then.
Nobody knows because it's crazy.
When you come tomorrow, I'll show you.
Sir. But yet they hired Victory. Yet they hired Victory. Somebody that has less feedback.
How come?
It's a shot in the dark.
Why is the Schumer Associates?
All right, guys. Hey.
Why is Schumer Associates still handling our stuff? I hear this. I hear that Schumer Associates still involved in our.
No, not since 2022.
I heard like a couple of weeks ago.
No.
Schumer Associates still handling our. It's still involved in our.
They're not involved in anything.
No.
Wait, why do we keep getting new people though? Why can't we just stick with one person?
Somebody's still alive, that's why.
I'm gonna explain to you guys. understand it's hard. I know some people.
He at least makes sense.
It makes no sense.
Well, he makes sense because he's just brand new.
Yeah, where's Wanda at?
Probably about 8.
Wanda's here?
Yeah.
Where?
That's Wanda, isn't she? Oh, so much to take. Man, she has white hair, but she looks like Wanda.
What's your question, sir? Yes. Is it going to be collected in one lump sum?
Oh my god. There's no way it's one lump sum.
So that's kind of what this is about. But here's the issue.
Like the current circumstances we have, like no loan, no nothing. Just
okay.
And right now.
So
He doesn't know.
If we're looking at it just right now, let's say we don't get a loan, we have to pass it lump sum as is. I'll use even numbers because it's easier. 25,000. How do we break that up to where it's affordable?
No, I'm not saying.
No, I'm not. But that's my point. So if I make it into 5 payments over the next 5 months, is $5,000 a month easier than $25,000 now?
Oh my god.
That unfortunately I don't.
Bro, he doesn't know the answer to that,
The
bro.
other negative is if we don't do the one lump sum, we can't do the projects until we have the money to fund the project.
Yeah, this is cooked anyway.
Yeah, I think we're cooked. I think we're cooked.
We're cooked.
I think we're cooked. I think we're cooked.
It delays everything.
They're just blowing smoke right now. If anything, we pay that money, and everybody else can't pay it, we lose our money.
Yeah, exactly.
So no matter what, we're cooked.
Yes.
We gotta figure out a different option.
Yeah, of course.
Insurance about paving. Now,
We gotta figure out a different option. Look, we all come together on the weekends.
in
We
my
can
4
discuss
years,
what we're
I've
gonna
never
do, but
received
I
a
don't think
letter
it's
about
gonna
paving.
No.
To be
The fact
realistic.
that our insurance company is talking to us about paving is insane.
I want it to work,
But it is
but we gotta be realistic.
Yes. Yes.
And I understand, like, I mean, I don't want to come into your bank accounts and take your money.
That's what you're
But
doing,
the
bro.
light at the end of the tunnel is, think of how nice everything will look.
Right.
Think of how
Oh
nice
my God.
everything will function. We'll have newer landscaping,
Yes.
newer trees, better irrigation. I mean,
We have to do it because we have no choice.
No, we have a choice.
We have no choice, and that's the reason.
so
No,
the one-
there's a
the
choice.
one
I'm gonna figure it out. Don't worry.
Oh, great.
Don't worry. I'm gonna figure it out.
Excellent. So one of the benefits that we have, and this is gonna, I'm assuming make some of you guys laugh, but there's been a lot of complaints about our application process.
Yes.
Everybody that's been getting approved has 40% DTI. Everybody who's been getting approved has pretty good credit. And everybody who's been approved since 2012 has escrow money. So if we can get the escrow money, I don't think we're in as bad of a situation.
Oh my
because
God.
we do have some things going for us.
No.
There's been a lot of homeowners that have been buying.
No.
If they try to tell me they can't get a loan,
They want to take the escrow money? No.
you can
2012
Crazy.
was
No.
30,000, 35,000 to be
Man,
exact.
they're big time scam
And
artists.
now
For real.
we're supposed to get the money.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, the truth, the solid answer is
This is an apartment location between two casinos, between two Costco's.
Yeah.
I'm sure a hotel wants to fucking buy this place and build it.
That's the straight up, you don't want me to sugarcoat anything, you don't want me to hold your
But you know
hand.
what?
Whoever's
They did
been
the
here
screening
that long,
process
and
smart.
you waive
Yeah.
reserves,
They
you should've
got
put
people
that
in
on
that's got good credit,
Yes.
right? Good people that have jobs, good credit score. So in case shit like this happens, they know we got good people trapped
Yes,
in here.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That can try to figure out a way and it scramble as much money
And
as you can.
guys, this is actually a good question.
Shut your ass up.
I'm telling you, some smart people.
Full reserve HOA fees, which are HOA fees are going to be over $1,000 each.
Yep.
Yes.
They will be.
Again, the structural and thing provides 3 stories and up. The full reserves, we can only start waiving reserves down to 50% next year. So what she's saying still applies. Yes, we're not in the 3-story category, so we saved, depending on how you look at it, we might have saved some money.
No,
But the
we didn't
reality
save- we
is
didn't save
we still
anything.
can only
No,
waive
we didn't save
50%.
anything.
If we would have waived 50% this year, instead of 100,000, I think we would have been paying like 2 million.
Wow.
So, yes,
We're not saving nothing.
we're not,
No.
We're not gonna save anything here.
But
No.
next year, that's jumping regardless. And the more of these projects I get put on the docket,
Oh
the more
my
money we
God.
have, the more I can try to hit that, keep that from jumping up, because I can say those projects are already being done, already being paid for. We can recalculate to a new number. If we recalculate to a new number, that's saved everybody was worried about HOA dues. It saves us on HOA dues. So again, make no mistake, this is a terrible situation we're in. But we have to get through it because the alternative is we lie down, we do nothing, and that ain't gonna help anyone in here. He in the back, here, and here. Oh, your question, sorry.
So,
Strike.
if we were to do 4 thirds, is it for every year from now?
We have to
Who
think
said
about
that?
that. We can't make it
Can't
impossible
sell.
for people to sell.
I try to call you.
For real? What's your number? I'll give you a good deal. Alright? I'll give you a real good deal.
Guys.
You know anybody trying to buy a unit? Let me know. 40,000.
How many units do we have in this complex?
That's what I'm gonna do.
We only have one building.
256 units.
256. 56
How many
are
are
empty.
foreclosed? How many are empty?
He doesn't even know.
I have no idea how many are empty. We
They
only.
should be on the books because I know one apartment that's been empty for over 10 years.
Yes.
And with liens on it.
He should know how much.
I heard Wanda turn around and say the building department came in there. And she cited the building that I'm talking about and the apartment that's completely gutted. And it's been gutted for 10 years. I've used assessed it with HOAs and the assessments, everybody else does it.
Unfortunately, right now, we do not have any units in the foreclosure for that process because of our
I
accounting.
got an idea. I got an idea.
The moment we have our new accounting
What's up with
company
you?
that they get all
So
the
you have no idea what apartments are empty right now.
We have units that are empty that have owners that.
Every apartment has an
So
owner.
you have apartments that are empty that the banks own.
That the banks own?
Yes.
No, every unit in here is owned.
Every unit's owned?
Yeah, every unit in here is
Every
owned.
unit's paying HOA and assessment center.
No, hold on, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time.
If an apartment is empty,
Yes.
and it's totally gutted,
Correct.
right? And I know one building that, of apartments that are empty for 10 years.
Okay.
Have you been collecting HOA and assessments from that building?
Yes,
Have you been
everyone.
putting liens on it?
They pay.
Get paid.
Who pays? The bank owns it.
The home, whoever owns the unit is paying, so we charge their accounts every month, every month, every month, every month. Some people don't, just because it's vacant doesn't mean someone doesn't own it.
Like the unit in your building? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
That one is owned.
459. I have pictures of it, I looked through the window, there's not a wall in there. Completely gutted.
He pays his monthly bills.
He purchased at auction.
I'm about to put mine for
Purchased
auction.
it at an auction.
Ooh, I already know what we're gonna do.
at an auction.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out.
Just because it's vacant doesn't mean someone's not paying for it.
And we have units that are not paying at all, that
Correct.
it's about 14,000,
Delinquent.
19,000.
Yes.
And I checked in the public
Yeah,
records.
we're probably gonna
and
sell
they're
for
not
dirt
sold.
cheap.
Correct, yes, correct.
And then use that money
Yes.
for
Because you were saying
Because,
that everybody
trust me,
pays.
I'm gonna pay myself.
They said every unit's full.
Even if I get $0 from my unit, guess what? I'd rather put that money I got now go somewhere else. Because there's no way it's gonna work.
Hey guys, calm down, calm down.
So we have her escrow, but then she stopped paying. So that's something that we're gonna have to look into. That's recently purchased by someone at an auction as well. What are you talking about? That's 19,000?
No, it's the realty center or center realty.
Yeah.
It's something that a lawyers receive as a grantee, got the unit, clean up the liens, made it all set up, then the bank came and foreclosed the unit.
Which unit is this?
Is that I have in my tablet, is a realty center that is the owner now.
We have to look. I'll look at that with you.
Yeah.
Keep looking it up.
Again, I have,
Saying that every meeting for 2 years now.
We have
I already know what I'm gonna do.
too many things behind
I wish you guys the best of luck.
that we need to clean
Hey,
up.
correct.
That's what I was trying to say.
What I don't understand is how can you say, or the board say, we have a very high delinquent list if you don't have the number? Right.
yeah, and if everybody's paying their maintenance,
If nobody has the numbers.
how is there a high
I asked
delinquent?
the numbers, I don't have the numbers. I asked the numbers for Robert. I don't
How is it high
have the
delinquent if every unit is paying their maintenance fee, like you just said?
On December, and there doesn't.
And this is why I don't get into politics and I don't get into a bunch of people like this, man. This is
And why would he come here talking about cable?
So,
And we finna get
Exactly.
Take the cable with me?
Talking about
I'm gonna watch this.
very high.
I'm over here trying to save money too. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
I understand. Absolutely.
Correct.
If I'm gonna take a 30-year loan or a 10-year, if I'm gonna take, yeah, and any loans I'm taking, guess what? It's going towards my house mortgage. It's not gonna go towards this.
Either that, or we end up in a 10.
And then we can't get the loan, and I spent 3 to 4 months banking on it. We're gonna be right back where we are.
So you don't know who's doing that?
We do, we know who's paying. The money's coming in. We know who accounts are paying, everybody who's paying.
Right.
Again.
He just said everybody was paying. You guys pay attention? He just said every unit in here, every vacant unit here is paying me. He just said that.
You're just paying.
That's bullshit.
Exactly. It is bullshit.
He just lied. He just lied in front of everybody. If you're paying attention.
Yeah.
All the empty units, nobody's paying.
Yeah.
They may be,
If everybody's paying,
stacking up liens against them, but nobody's paying.
if everybody's paying their maintenance fee, nobody's in
We wouldn't have
delinquency.
this issue.
He just, they're lying. The thing is, like, it's obvious that they don't know what they're doing. It's obvious.
They don't know what they're going on.
It's a lie.
No, it's just when they go for
It's the
sale.
person before.
It's a cover-up.
It's the person before that killed us.
Yeah, well, long before that person, probably like 1974, like he said.
Yeah.
This 40-year thing should have been done
All right, guys,
long time.
Yes, of course.
Not now.
Yeah.
That just showed that. Look, hold on.
Hey, guys.
Look, hey, that just shows you the history of how bad this place has been.
Mismanagement.
Right? There's no way in hell it's gonna change now.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I wish it could, but I don't believe so.
I think people, the hawks are circling, the buzzards are circling.
Surely all
It's an allocation. We're between 2 casinos. We're Herrera. We're by 2 Costco's.
Hey, guys, listen to him.
I spoke to them. I went to their office. Citizen kicked me out. Doesn't want to insure my car.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I said, okay, let me go use the insurance that we already have here. And when I went to the gentleman said, the place is uninsured. So I said, why? And he said, you want to know why? Wait till the next renewal. If we don't fix our problem now, it's going to get worse.
Yes.
And this is the problem that we've been having from day one.
Long
Every
time.
time the insurance come up to the
It's okay. Look, I'm not even gonna be mad if I lose my place. Look, honestly, big YouTube video about it.
Yeah.
And around everybody else too. I'll make a huge YouTube video about it.
Yeah.
And no problem. I'll move on with my life. I'll go get a house. It's no problem.
Yeah. That's what you have to do. Thank God for you too.
And I see with Brett saying, hey, we have to do the rules, we have to do this, that. And everybody was like, hey, we can't afford it, we want to keep the maintenance down, and just push it off. As of 2016, now, that's just something, 8 years later,
Same problem.
some instances we have to put it like, yo, we want to keep the maintenance down and not pay. So we have to, like, I'm not saying it's gonna be today, it's tomorrow. We gotta sweat a little bit, but we gotta be like, yo, we gotta put our pants on and figure out how we're gonna do it. But we can't be fighting and trying to be like, oh, is this person's fault? Because we all, everybody did. Everybody wanted the 355 and not pay it a little more, do phase 1, phase 2, and just keep it simple.
That's what they wanted us.
Everybody gotta remember, we all gotta pay, we all on the top. Listen, I'll let you.
I did not know that was you.
Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah.
What's your name?
Oh, Woody.
Woody.
Yeah.
Real name?
Woody Kid, yeah.
What name you buying here?
I remember the car.
I just want to say something on what you said. I completely agree that we just left behind, but our president was affirming that she will get the loan.
Well, she thought she was gonna get it.
No, but it's so it's not just our fault.
Yeah.
We could. I'm not blaming nobody.
She tried.
I saw the okay, but we were willing for. She was waiting for that, and everybody was waiting for that since 2018. And recently, she received the offer, and nobody.
The offer had 19 conditions. I saw the offer myself. I reviewed the offer. Had 19 conditions have to be met
before it becomes approved.
That's
So she
very normal.
tried and it didn't work out.
The attorney also recommended.
I'm familiar with loans and conditions sometimes are very simple to clear. So,
Now, whatever happened before, we
Yeah,
have discussed
that's
the
what we
problem, we
say,
discussed the solutions.
sometimes you have to look at the past. Sometimes you have to look at the past to be able to move forward, you know?
Realistically.
Moving forward.
You have to clear this land.
Thank
yeah.
you. Go ahead, Mendez. Thank you. Move forward.
All right, guys, I have 2 motions I'd like to put on the table.
No, I was gonna say, you don't have more questions to ask them? You don't have more questions to ask them?
I would like to motion to allow us to start working with the attorney to look into what we can do with the 18-month escrow. If we can reduce that and use some of that money towards homeowners.
It won't be enough.
I have to have, I'm voting
You're gonna lose
to
it.
allow us to start looking. So I can spend the time with the attorney to, that's the amendment.
Yes, so that will give us a.
Correct. No, it's a community vote.
It's our money.
No, I'm voting to allow me to work with the attorney to create the amendment, to see what we can do.
That should have been
I'm
like,
not changing anything, I'm working
that
with
should
the
have been done a
attorney on
long
what
time ago.
language we can use and how we can do it to lower.
No, for him to work with the lawyer to come with an idea that work. I mean, aren't they supposed to work together?
I don't know exactly what he's talking about, the attorney.
That he's gonna, no, he's not putting it. Yeah.
I'm not voting on changing it, I'm voting on working with the attorney to figure out how we can change it.
Yeah.
What we can do, that there's cost to planning.
Oh
I'm
my
allowed to vote on
God.
the plan.
It's very simple.
Are you voting?
Read what Becky Pollock said. It's a community vote.
Yes, that's to change the bylaw. I'm not changing the bylaw. I'm working with the attorney to see what language we can use. Are you voting yes or no?
She opposed by who? Darcy?
Are you opposing?
Jody?
I oppose it.
She don't even know what we're talking about.
It's a community vote. It's not a
All right, motion passes 4-1.
What you just passed?
What was the other one?
Yeah, nobody even knows.
So that he can work with the attorney? Find out.
All right, this is what just passed. I'm going to start working with the attorney, that's a cost to the association, to see how and what we can do with the 18 months to use that in relief of the homeowners. Dorothy pointed out that that is a homeowner vote once we change it. I'm just approving the amount of money so we, or the approval of the board so I can start that process so we can come to you guys with the vote and have a finalized thing.
Oh my God. No. No.
People that lived here before, they don't have any money in the reserve.
No, they don't have any money in escrow.
In escrow, yeah.
Reserve, two different things.
In the escrow, they don't have any money in escrow.
Correct.
So it's not about them, it's about who have it in there, right?
But it's still, no, it's still a complete community vote.
Yeah, but they sound like their own. They have to figure it out.
Well, but they should have a lot of
They
activity.
can say that money's going to whatever, but without proof.
Use my money.
I'm straight. You guys can take my
Next
unit.
motion I would like to pass is I would like.
Take my unit. I'll put that money toward the house.
It's a lot of people talking and I'm telling you this. Hey, guys. Please, people, please. So that was, I'm notifying the community and I got permission from the board for me to start looking to see if we can get a loan for the special assessment. I'm not promising anything. It's just, I wanted to make sure I had the approval to spend the time and the potential money.
And when you do, that cut down on I-25, 20,
Yeah, but not to take my escrow money.
Yeah, well, no.
Again,
We have to cut the gangrene off. We have to cut the gangrene off.
I'm not just gonna give away $8,000.
Yeah.
I'll give it away for free.
I'll look into it.
I'll give it away for free.
Any other motion or any other board discussion? Any other topic? Motion to adjourn the meeting at 9:19.
How much money am I paying?
7,500. No, I'm taking. Okay, but you want to give that away? Of course not. No, yeah. Yeah. I felt. Look.
You know, you was very rude.
I was rude?
Yeah, you rude. Because when they talking, you can at least try to listen.
I
Instead of
was
you and Big Mouth over here running y'all mouth, interrupting everybody else. So that's why I had to say, why don't you come sit over here?
That's why I was in the back.
But you in the back, but y'all so loud.
Oh, I didn't mean to be loud. figure out.
And that's rude, because when you talk, you want somebody to listen and hear you. And I'm sitting here wasting my TV show trying to get everything, but you're talking. And we're trying to listen, so don't do that. That's disrespectful to the ones that want to be here. So if you don't want to listen to what they're saying, take you and Big Mouth, go out the damn door, and then do that. Okay?
Alright, okay.
Other
Next
than that,
time.
you all right. But
Hey, if you anybody looking to buy a unit, let me know.
I'm gonna buy the unit. Come on, give it to me. I'll stay here. Yeah.
I'll sell it for cheap. I'll sell it for cheap.
What's up, brother?
Hello, man.
In advance, in case you change your mind.
And trust me, it's a good unit. Trust
No,
me.
I'm telling you, I'll buy it from you right away.
Okay, I'll hold you to that.
Yeah,
I'll hold you to that. Let me make a
the
couple
only thing
phone calls.
we get approval from the staff. No, you don't have to pay this. I'm gonna buy the unit before the assessment comes in.
Okay.
The point is, like, and if you're looking for another place and you're gonna need a loan or whatever, I can get you the loan.
Okay.
I do the loan
for a
you.
low interest rate.
Yeah. No, there is no low interest rate now. It's like 6.7.
Yeah, it's kind of high, but it's okay. It's okay. It's
They'll
okay.
hook you
But
up.
I can help you out with the loan and the real estate too, and I pay you back some of the commission from the real estate. I'm not
What
kidding.
a guy. What
no,
a guy.
Great.
Got
Like,
you. Got you.
say I make 3% on it, I give you 2% and I take home because I already bought your unit.
Okay. All right. Hold you to that, bro. I got your number.